if the Boks win
Mm.
the World Cup, will you get a tattoo?
I will. Axel, definitely. I really will.
Yes.
Cameron Saaiman, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Saaiman taking care of business. Wow. That look says it all.
Our favorite autistic friend is back, baby.
Hallo, ek's terug.
Yeah.
It's been hectic. Like, I'm not a big enough celebrity to be a regular guest anymore, eh?
No, I think you're just playing too big, Mr. Steve Jobs here.
Yeah, yeah, goodness.
Yeah. So I think our schedules don't match all the time. And it's sometimes hard to try and book you. You're wanted stock at the moment.
But the thing is, I'm just in Santa like 3 times a week and driving. Believe me.
Driving to Joburg is terrible.
Yes, it's horrible.
I go to
Yes, it's horrible.
4 ways like once or twice a week. It sucks.
And that's like 20 minutes shorter than a proper Santa.
yes.
It's
No,
hectic.
proper Santon is terrible. I would never want to stay there. I know you would.
I have a No,
You would live in
I
Joburg?
would live in Joburg. Like
Yes, the same.
Rosebank, Santon, like it's cool. It's a vibe.
Melrose Arch is a vibe.
Yes, it is, it is.
Estia stays. Well, he has an apartment in Melrose Arch,
Sure.
and like that was a vibe.
Mm.
But I don't think I would be able to stay there day to day.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. It's
Yeah,
so
okay.
busy. The people, I'm promise you, people drive worse there as well.
They do.
It's
They do.
bad.
It's more reckless.
Yes.
Definitely. And have you seen those little new Bolt cars that they have in Joburg? They only have them in Rosebank though. Like Rosebank
No.
and surrounding. It's like a motorbike engine. You sit in like this.
Oh yeah.
It's called a Bajaj Cute. It's amazing. Check this shit. Can you pull up?
A Bajaj cute.
Yes. Check hier 'n dingetjie.
A Bolt car like a Uber.
Yes. Now, like
Okay.
imagine
So-
you're ordering a Bolt, and this thing pulls up.
I've seen those.
That's
Those look sick.
horrible.
I'm pretty sure like the cast of Top Gear also raced in them for
Probably.
like cross country.
It does make sense that they would, eh?
Okay. Yeah, it's good to have you back, man.
Oh, it's good to be
We
back.
have a lot to uncover. You know, when Simon Stevens was here, we were chatting about commentary and about how terrible some of those guys are. And we went through a weird news rabbit hole, and we actually didn't even get to the events, like Korean Zombie getting knocked out, retiring. You know, there's a lot to unpack.
There is. And I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just going to go on a little bit of a commentator tangent.
Okay.
Probably some of the worst commentary I've heard this weekend. There was another one of those TikTok boxing events. Oh my goodness. I know it's trash. I know. But I love it.
You love the-
Absolutely. I love it.
Like the boxing events or the commentary?
No, the boxing event.
Oh, okay.
No, but the whole thing is a shit show, but I love it.
Was it kickboxing? Or?
Yes. My
Right.
favorite, there's this, he's got a very low IQ. Like, he's not a smart man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like bald and he's claims to be in the Rackies. I love him. Creer de Beer, ek love jou. Ek is jou grootste fan ooit. And he fought a guy painted like the Hulk.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Lekker
Yes.
dinge, man.
Was there a massive crowd?
I don't know. Probably
didn't,
not.
Didn't it look
It,
like
it looked like a Presley's
Okay.
with just some chairs.
Okay.
But it went
I can't
insane.
imagine that their retention rate is high. Like if you went to one of them, I'm pretty sure like yes, versadig. You're done. You're done.
Yeah, you can like cockboxing is fun for like three rounds.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, weet jy wat? Soos ek's oor dit.
Mm,
Ek's oor dit.
yeah. I think it's like that YouTuber event that you showed me where that guy that makes those dangerous
Yes,
like,
yes,
tools and
yes.
shit. He was boxing, but they actually looked quite decent.
Yeah.
Like it didn't look that bad.
Because they all took it seriously. 6 months out, they knew about the event. They're like, okay, I'm going to go to a boxing trainer. I'm going to train. I don't think anyone trains for this.
You gotta love the amount of confidence you go in with. Like, I'm not gonna train. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna keep on vaping and have TikTok lives, talk about the fight, but not train at all.
It's the most ridiculous thing ever. Suzu, how are you not scared shitless?
Yeah, I think that the pressure needs to be
Even like, I mean, you're a UFC pro fighter, right? Someone told, like, I still think you would have some, like, shit. If
Yes,
they
of
told
course.
you, listen, go fight the main event at Versus, but no training.
Yes,
Zero. Just get in there.
100%. I think it's like even if you can be the most prepared person in the world, but still, then you're like, okay, I
This is real.
know I did enough. So you at least have that, but then you're also like, man,
I'm
something
not
can go wrong,
invincible.
you know? Yeah, exactly. So that is the challenge. But yeah, there's a guy on TikTok. I think he's like Chuck Goss.
Where?
Do you-
Chuck
have you-
Gosswors.
Have you seen him?
Against Chuck Gosswors.
What's the guy's vibe? Like, I don't know.
He looks like a friendly guy, so I think it's actually
He is a very
quite
friendly-
a nice story. I think. I
Okay.
think the guy was like homeless or something,
Yes.
and then someone like helped him and put him up in a little place, and now he just makes funny little videos.
I think my
And he has a job.
my favorite video is where he's playing like a Mortal Kombat game on like a PlayStation 2, and where he like gets frustrated when he loses every
Yeah.
single round. It's great.
Yeah,
a lot of-
Afrikaans TikTok is hectic.
Afrikaans TikTok.
People,
is
if you
amazing.
haven't yet, go check it out. I love it. So, people to see. Chuck Gosswors, Creer de Beer. If you can find Creer de Beer's Twitter, there's a special surprise waiting for you. I found it. It's just pornography. Then I'm Maldau.
It's good to
Those
have you
three,
back.
Lekker. You're in for a lekker time suck of an evening.
Okay, let's change.
shift.
Let's
Okay,
go to
klaar met
fighting.
kak gepraat.
UFC France, Paris.
Ooh, my beloved.
Yes. The French fighters did well, man. They did very, very well. I do think that. Was there some favoritism from the judges? Do you think? Were there any controversial
There was
decisions?
the one that people said was a robbery, but I didn't actually watch the fight. But I know there was
Which?
one controversial. It was a female fight.
Okay.
There was some controversy, and the stoppage, like the low blow
Stoppage,
stoppage, that
yeah.
was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Because
horrible,
that
horrible.
wasn't. I'm pretty sure I have my master's degree in low blows. That wasn't a low blow.
That wasn't a low blow.
Yeah, that was a body shot.
Yeah, because I get it. I get it.
Mm.
Like the ref, he got kicked in the liver, and I just got low blowed. And then the ref tells him, "No, you didn't. Stop lying. Like, get back out there." And he was like, "No, I'm not getting back out there." So it's okay.
Waved off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, that was the one. I think the most clear fight of the night was gone. I think he
Just
just.
he's so good,
But Spivak, man, I feel bad for him because like
dude. After
they
he's
keep on dishing him these guys that
Yeah.
are just gonna beat the brakes off of him.
and he did well against some of them earlier,
Yeah.
but
Because Tom Aspinall absolutely broke his shit. Like Tom Aspinall just went full finesse on him, and now Gon did it as well.
Gon could be a mythical fighter. I think Gon against the Muffin Top.
Like, yeah,
you're good.
if
against
he has a
Derek
little
Lewis,
boopy, yeah.
Taito Ivasa, and
Yeah.
now Spivak. He's good.
But I do not like. You're a massive Gon
I love
fan.
him.
I don't know why. Like Gon is avoiding Tom Aspinall.
I want to
He's
see
a-
that fight.
But he's
Yes, I wanna see
avoiding
that
it.
fight.
He's avoiding. It. He's
Mm,
like he's a bitch baby.
I saw
They are the top guys. That
Yes.
like it's Aspinall, it's Gon, and it's Sergey
Absolutely.
Spivak.
absolutely.
Like those are, and it's fun to have contenders in the heavyweight division again. But Aspinall, I'm backing him again. If Aspinall and Gon
I,
fight,
s-
Aspinall is finishing him
I
in a
saw-
round and a half.
I saw a tweet online that said, "You must be a sick man if you think Aspinall beats Gon." And all I could think about is just Cameron with a drip in his arm.
yeah.
In hospital.
Yeah. Well, diagnose me, baby, because I think Aspinall
Yeah.
beats the shit out of
I think
Gon.
it's a lacquer one. I don't think he beats the shit out of him. I think
I think
Tom has more tools.
100%.
I think Tom has a lot more grappling and wrestling tools that he will take out if he's smart.
I think Tom Aspinall hits harder.
He
I
does.
think he's better on his feet than Gon. 100. His timing is much better. Both of them are. No, don't. I'm not taking anything away from this
Yeah.
man right here. It's just. I think Tom beat round and a half.
round and a half.
And actually, I came
Phew.
across one of our videos
Mm.
when Aspinall beat Spivak.
Yeah.
We made a prediction of who would be champion in the coming years
Yes, yes,
at
yes.
heavyweights, and both of us said Tom Aspinall.
Did we?
Yes.
Wow.
So
I can see that.
it's
actually.
like I think, and I'm sticking to that because I
Mm.
do think after his last performance, it's very hard
Yes, that
not
was a
to
good
give him
performance.
that credit. You know,
Yo, that
so
was a good performance.
it was a great fight. Did you see Rose Namajuna's
I
hand?
did. Dude, she should drop Pat Barry like this.
Why?
Because Trevor Whitman wasn't in a corner.
Yeah.
I mean, that tells me she probably like dropped Trevor as a coach,
Mm.
and it's like, no, Pat Barry's gonna train me now.
No, maybe maybe she just had him in. I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't know the story,
yeah.
but it's not going well, eh?
Yeah.
It's not
Manon
going well.
Ferro, she's on a good roll at the
Mm.
moment. She has good momentum. Do I see her winning the title? I'm not sure.
Winning it from, well, we'll see in 2 weeks. Valentina Grasso. Yeah. That's in 2-3 weeks.
Mm.
What do you think about that one? Do
No,
you think Valentina gets it back?
I think there's a lot of people you don't bet against, and like Valentina is one of them. I think it was a freak accident. It was the MMA math didn't make sense in that one exchange, but I do think Valentina is. I think it's actually quite funny because I met some of her coaches and her teammates, and the week of the fight, because we were on the same fight card, and it was quite interesting to hear how her dynamic was when she traveled quite a lot in that camp. She was shifting between gyms, and I actually went to her and I was like, that does not sound good.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it was like a picture perfect camp. I think she'll be able to fix it. I think she's professional enough to be like, these are the problems we had. Let's fix that and let's
hopefully a small enough ego to even admit, like, oh shit, I need to work on this.
Yeah, we need to
and not just be like, oh, that was just an accident. I can just do what I would do. I was doing. I can do it again.
But she's never struck me as the type of athlete that's like, oh no, that was freak. No, she looks like a professional demon that I would actually hate fighting.
Same as Jones. Have you seen
I think I would, like, if they tell me, listen, MSP, you need to give up your left testicle, but you can watch Dann fight Valentina Shevchenko. I would consider it. I would be like, let me come back to you in 3 days.
Yeah, I don't like myself in that fight either.
We need to save that, please, because we're gonna keep that until someone gives us that offer. We'll
keep that way. But I mean, we'll probably maybe one day we'll put in a sparring session. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that would
not
be
cool.
It was a great card. So there's I don't know what's his name. Let me quickly check. Irish guy that fought on the prelims. The man.
Prelims.
His name. Yeah. So I actually heard from my tailor that this man keeps on calling me out on Twitter, keeps on like sending like just the most outrageous tweets. I think he tagged me in a few stories as well. And he lost the fight.
Is it Lugren? Colin Lugren.
Yes.
Oh, he was giving the middle finger to the crowd and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Oof. The French crowd he fought a Frenchman. Very good fight. It was closely contested as well. The Frenchman just like absolutely nailed him with the jabs. And then I think his picture perfect debut didn't go as planned because he tried like 3 or 4 like spinning shit. And he tried to be cool and like all.
Dude, just win.
He just looked very jittery to me. He's like, just like, relax, buddy, relax. But that was actually, it was great to see him have some humble pie. Yeah. And I took to Twitter.
Did you?
I took to the amazing platform called X, founded by the real president of South Africa, Schmushk. And I just said, don't you just love it when the wonderful sport of MMA humbles a guy?
Yeah.
You know? And boy, did I open a rabbit hole.
You on Twitter is nogals, it goes hard.
I do think like,
but a lot of them are very positive. A
lot. I think the build-up was enjoyable, but I do think he angered a lot of European fans.
Absolutely.
It's just great when the sport of MMA just there's like a glitch in the timeline and it just straightens out.
I can't imagine like the amount of confidence you must have in your own ability to just talk shit on debut.
Yeah. Well, that's also the thing.
Crazy.
It's like putting your chips down, you know, you're going all in. Because if you can't back it with a great performance, then you kind of look like a dickhead.
Yeah, you look stupid.
Yeah, you know, it is a all or nothing game. I do think he's 8-1 now at this stage. He fought a guy with a very decent record. He's like 18-3 or something. So it was a great fight to watch, but it's also hopefully he approaches the next fight week a little bit better.
Maybe we'll see that one in the future if he wins a few.
He needs to win a lot, to be honest. I think he's gonna.
I
need
love
to,
shit talking Cameron. Like it's rare. It's rare, but I love it.
No, it's
just a little bit.
And I just enjoy that the universe was fair in that exchange.
I love that you don't shit talk like fuck you only. You talk shit using only facts.
Yeah,
I love it.
Well, yeah, it is.
I
fact.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Talking about facts, and I don't know if you saw the post that Sean O'Malley made. 28 years old, 18-0, and then I think the platforms AI gave the post some reference. Did you see that?
No,
whole
I didn't
post?
see that.
Okay, so it was quite funny.
The post from Sean O'Malley that I did see is he took a video of like some dude out in the rain in front of the PI throwing knees and shit. He's like, what is this guy doing?
That
Turns
was
out- Yeah, it was this video.
Yeah.
You didn't even know it.
Okay, let me try and find it.
Yeah, I love it. Like Sean is a good example of when shit talking goes right.
Yes, he does
If
it very well.
If it goes right, and he's still
But
a
also, he
likable
doesn't talk a
dude.
lot of shit.
Yeah,
He's just honest.
A
I
goofy guy.
love that post-fight interview where the interviewer told him, you lost the first round against Sterling 10-9 on all three of the judges' scorecards, and he was just like, "What did they score the second round?" It's just like
It's nice.
It's honest.
I don't know why. Yeah, that first round, he could have gone either way, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, 3 judges gave it 10-9 to Sterling.
Yeah,
so,
Nel is dom, man.
Okay, I can't find the post.
Anyways.
But did you see it? Okay.
Okay, send
Yeah.
it to me afterwards and give the reference.
So
on the
basically, it's just a
thing.
post of him winning,
Mhm.
and he's 28 years old, 18-0. And then the AI, the platform, I don't know on what social media account it was, but the platform's AI gave the post reference. And then it's
yes, like the little community notes.
Yes, community.
yes,
And
yes.
then the community notes are, in fact, Sean O'Malley actually lost to Marlon Vera and he's 17-1. But I don't know what my point was of that.
I don't know either. There's a bit of shit talking.
I get hits in the head a
Iconic,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, apologies about that. But
And
I wanted to talk about that fight because it's like in my post-fight speech, especially when you're at the media tent and these guys are asking you quick fire questions and it's just after a fight, I got asked, who do you think is going to win the fight? And I remember sitting there. Now, there's roughly, let's say about 30, 40 people, all of them MMA journalists,
and all of them looking
cameramen,
at you like this.
all of them, and they are highly clued up of what's happening in the sport of MMA. So one of the guys asked me, he's like, "Yo, who do you think is going to win the title, Sean O'Malley or
Aljamain?
Aljamain?" And I was like, "No, I think Aljamain is going to take it." I think about 90% of the people went like this.
Really?
Yes, it was quite weird. It was just like, or some of them looked down, and then I was like, shit, did I do
Answer
something
wrong.
wrong? Was this a trick question? I'm not sure, but it's going according to plan because I also said that we will be taking the title from Sean O'Malley.
Okay.
So no matter what happens now,
Like die.
as far as Mystic MSP, I'm keeping my status so far because we'll be taking the title.
All
from
right.
Sean
So
O'Malley.
you're bargaining on him dominating and winning fights.
That was also not even even if he had to lose to, if he lost to Sterling, Sterling would have moved up to featherweight.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, he
I'm
would've.
very confident about that because Sterling would have obviously rode on the success on that wave of
And he
defending
cuts a lot.
defending the championship a record amount of time and then moving up to fight Volk. And even him relinquishing the title,
Yeah.
I still thought that eventually Sean O'Malley
will get it.
will have the title.
Are you bargaining now that Sean O'Malley stays the champion until you get there?
I think he'll stay champion.
Nice.
I do think so.
Mystic Cam.
He is in a division of absolute killers, but how the division is looking at this stage, it's very hard to see anyone beat him at this stage.
I said it a few months ago. I think if he and Cheeto rematches, I think he's got Cheeto.
Yes.
I said that. I think that's the next fight for him probably. Or maybe Merab.
Yeah, well, there's a
If they
whole
don't do the
controversy.
instant, yeah, there's a lot of
Didn't you
stuff
see
going on.
like Uncle Dana looked pissed?
He probably wants Merab and Aljamain to fight for the next shot at O'Malley.
No. He wants Merab to fight for the title.
Yeah.
So after the Contender Series, he was on an interview saying that it does not make any sense how like they are basically giving Merab a title shot.
He
and
doesn't,
doesn't
even
want
need
to take it.
He doesn't need to fight Aljamain.
Yeah, no, he fights Sean for the title.
For the title.
Yeah,
Oh, what's the problem
but
Then
Sterling
Aljamain
wants
is a weird...
his rematch.
Oh. Dana
So there's
doesn't like
like-
Sterling enough.
So there's like a weird love triangle happening at this stage.
Yeah, I can't see it working out in Sterling's favor.
Yeah.
I don't think Uncle Dana likes him that much. He
Yeah.
doesn't have that Dana White privilege.
Yes, 100%.
Like I think he's gonna be forced to move up to featherweight anyway.
Yeah.
And-
Well, I said it from the start. The best thing that could have happened to the bantamweight division is if Sean O'Malley becomes the champion, and you can see it in the pay-per-view buys. You can see it in the amount of views. They even like ESPN immediately posted the fight
which
on
is
YouTube.
crazy. I've
They
never
never-
seen that.
They
ever.
never do that. So they know what they have,
Mm.
and now it's just about having negotiations to correct that. So
Yes.
yeah, it's
Talking
gonna be
about
interesting.
emotional moments now. We're not really, but emotional moments, Korean zombies, like farewell.
Yeah.
That was hectic.
That was quite
was
insane.
hectic.
I actually saw a video now recently where I think this past weekend he walked out. So there's an artist I don't know if it's in Korea or if it's in Singapore. I'm not sure, but where the guy was doing apparently a very famous artist. He was doing his whole set, and then he did a cover of Zombie, and he
Yeah.
actually had
Zombie come
the
out.
Korean Zombie come out.
Yes,
you know?
that's cool.
How funny is it that he's the only person that does not have his registered name on Google?
Yeah, not his government name.
Yeah, it's like when you have a fight scheduled on that.
It'll be Saaiman.
Yes, it would be your name and surname, and it's just like the
Zombie.
Korean Zombie.
That's so cool. I love that they
That's
do that
sick.
for him.
Yeah,
And I don't know. It shows like the UFC, they are a little bit in with the crowd. Like if there's really a fan
100%.
favorite,
Yeah,
like
100%.
come on, it's Zombie.
Or he just really has a
He
hard
has.
name.
Like Jung doesn't have the same ring to it, you know.
Yes,
It's
I think like the UFC marketing team was just like sitting and they were like, "Okay, boys, are we gonna do this?"
But the other Korean fighters have like Jung or Son Sunday. It's
yeah.
just him.
It's just
Such a cool guy.
I think it's such a memorable nickname that would
Dude.
screw your name.
Like
and
I've seen
surname.
I've seen like obviously now that he's retired, I've seen some of his older fights and some of his old submissions and knockouts. The man dashed Dustin Poirier back in the day.
Yes.
Like what a baller.
Yeah.
He dashed Dustin Poirier. He got I think one of the first ever twisters in the UFC.
Yes.
He has had a massive career.
It's crazy. Like he can sit down and look back at a amazing career.
One of
And
the
it's-
greats.
Yeah, and it's so cool to see like his wife has been with him for ages.
That is
I
quite
saw
cool.
a very cool Twitter thread where they were like how they met, how they like went through his mandatory military service. Like imagine if you take those 2 years away, if he didn't have to do the mandatory military
Like prime of
service,
his life.
how massive of a difference his career would have taken.
Could have, yeah.
But then again, don't bet against my man Max Holloway.
Yeah. No.
Like
I was always thinking, okay, Max should win, right?
Yeah.
There was always this Max should win, but there was a part of me that's like I kind of want Zombie to win. I
Yeah.
really like him as well, and
Yes.
for a farewell fight, it would have been cool. But like obviously, like Max Holloway is such a nice guy as
this
well.
is such a nice guy. I saw such a crazy stat as well. Like 18-0 in the featherweight division.
Mm.
0-3 against Volk.
This crazy.
It's insane. And then people were considering him like people were saying when is he going to retire? Like the retirement conversation was happening. And I was like, no,
Max is not
our
washed.
Max.
Max
No.
is not washed in the slightest.
He's
It's
not.
just there's one guy there that he just can't figure out.
Yeah.
And that's one of the greatest featherweights of all time.
Yes,
Like
100%.
Volkanovski's going to be up there.
And arguably also a lightweight champion.
Yeah.
That fight was so close. So
That's my prediction. Next year, I think Volk will take the lightweight championship.
do you think so?
I really, really
do you
believe
think
so.
Islam will retire next year?
No. I think Volk is
Okay.
going to beat him. That's the thing. I think Volk I think really Islam showed everything he had in there. Like that's
Yeah.
how good his grappling gets. That's how good his striking gets. I think Volk is a smart guy.
Yeah.
He adjusts really well between fights. if you look at the difference between Holloway 1, Holloway 2, Holloway 3, there was a Holloway 4. No, there was only 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
3. If you look at the difference, difference in performance levels from Volk over those 3 fights, this was
Well,
crazy.
we can argue and say he lost at least one of them.
Yeah, let's say he lost. I think the closest one was 2.
2.
Okay, let's say
So
for
let's
argument's
say
sake,
1 was a draw.
let's say 1 was a draw.
2 he won,
Let's say Holloway won 2, right?
and Volk won 3. Like
Decisively.
Very decisive.
I think we're gonna see the same thing with Islam.
Do you think so?
I really, really think so.
Interesting.
The thing is just
Because Islam has another challenge. You know, after Oliviera faced Dariush, it was like, Oliviera looked.
Khabib also made comments about that.
Yeah.
He's like, I think this is a much more dangerous fight than Oliveira 1. Oliveira 2. Because, I mean, he doesn't have anything to lose. He's lost already.
Yes.
Like, he's going out there putting everything on the line again. He's like, come.
That's going to be insane. We have a lot to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude.
Now we're fighting in the Apex again as well, which is, So
Lekker.
that's going to happen in the Apex, which is, this time it's going to be fun, I think, because when we fight, it's not like the Contender Series where there's not even walkout music. You're not allowed. You're not allowed that
Luxury.
right. Yes, that perk not given to you. You don't have a contract yet, so you walk out to this dead silence.
Yeah.
And I saw that video of, I think it was Mike Perry. He was walking out also at the Apex.
Yeah.
But he was walking out to Halo.
Like the wrong Halo.
The wrong, like the Beyonce Halo. And he's like, what shit is this, man? And
Just start singing along. I love it. The Apex vibe looks really fun.
Yes.
You're flying out in probably, 3 weeks?
4 weeks? 3.5
That's
weeks.
crazy.
Yeah.
Every time you get here, it's just, I feel like we care.
Yes.
And then it's like, okay, no, super busy.
Yes.
And then I was just like, shit, I'm going back again. Like sometimes I forget this is your job. Like your full-time job is fighting.
It's scary because we worked out in the last year. I spent 15.5 weeks in Vegas. Like, that's almost 4 months.
That's too long to be in Vegas.
I've pretty much seen everything. So if you guys have any recommendations, obviously we're not like, I don't gamble in Vegas. Like I've never gambled. I've given money to Mark so that he can play slots.
Yes.
But I don't pull the trigger. I don't gamble.
Yeah, you just give the money.
Yes, I'll be like, here's $20. Let's see what happens. He actually shot up to like $800, lost everything, but that's
the slots, baby.
That's slots. It was like a little devil themed slot machine as well. Fucking devil. But so it's really hard to do stuff like if you're not drinking and you're not gambling, there's not much to do.
That was a
was
weird
that?
sound that came out of my
what was that?
inside.
We went to Topgolf in Abu Dhabi.
I saw, yes.
That was sick.
How was that? Finally.
But that was sick. Hot as a motherfucker.
I can imagine.
It's so hot. It's like, you know that steam room at your house? You guys have a steam room, right? It's
If
like
that
that.
thing's on. Yo.
So the outside, that's it. Like when you walk outside, you're immediately, I felt like a snail.
You could probably weight cut just sauna suit and shadow box.
That's how Jiggers did his first cuts. When he made his UFC debut, we didn't do a salt bath. So we did, I don't know if this is like very...
No, probably not.
Fuck it, it's like
Everyone
4
weight
years
cuts.
ago.
There's like a lot of people.
So when we went to Yas Island, it was in COVID. So he was putting on a sauna suit. He did a bunch of pads. And then we literally took like sauna blankets, like the ones they give you when you were in a car accident.
Yes, I know exactly.
We put that down.
Give him a trauma blanket.
Outside on the balcony. And that's how he cut weight.
Yes, he
Made weights.
That sounds a lot more fun than a salt bath.
I must say that sounds a lot. Like I went to Mark to Abu Dhabi for his UAE Warriors fight. And I was like, shit. I felt bad for him because he didn't have a big cut, but he went through a lot of adversity.
He's not a very he's a lean guy as well.
He's a lean guy already, and now he has to cut a few kilos in the bath. But I remember just thinking it was because it's the first time me standing on the outside, not being in the bath. And it's like, shit, man, I'm gonna have to do that in like 6 weeks. Fuck.
You just start dreading it
yeah,
already.
I was just like,
Ah.
because I think the mental approach to a weight cut is very important. You need to. I think by that time you are in such a calorie deficit where you're like, fucking kill me
Yeah, yeah,
already.
yeah.
Like I don't care
Yeah.
anymore. But it's like obviously when you're fresh, like we were now, it was hard.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
hard
yeah.
to approach it in the way of like that cut
Yeah,
is
this-
intense.
Like, horrible.
And I've shown you those photos of like everything because you also cut weight once.
Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible.
It was. Would you say that ranks up like mentally one of the most
I
challenging
would,
things?
100%. 100%. I would put that at like top 3. I can't, I don't know the other 3, but I don't know if I had to compile the top 3 toughest things I've ever had to go through.
Yeah.
That would be in the top 3.
Yeah. Because it's because my the co-owner in Versus, Jan, he did bodybuilding, very competitive bodybuilding back in the day, and he says they also do cuts, and obviously it gets quite intense. Their diet is intense, but he says what's crazy is after that, like 36 hours after that, you need to go perform.
Yeah.
And that's the hard thing. You need to still
Go
have
in
a first
there with
fight.
a proper heart rate.
You
and
need to
everything
go
to
in
be
there with
sorted
your
out.
speedo and still fight. You know
Yeah.
that's intense. It is to have that mental approach to really lock that in. It's just like
Yeah, like you have to go in there and it's gonna be like, this is gonna be cock.
yes,
Like I'm gonna get through it.
yeah,
I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna die.
yes.
Just
I always
accept it.
count down the hour. It's like always like in 24 hours from now, I get to eat fruit.
Okay,
It's like
this
the
this
thing
the whole
you-
school.
It's
This
the
the
thing
whole
I
nice.
I crave the most is pineapple.
Really?
Yeah. After a weight cut, I'm just like, let me eat all the pineapple,
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
Are you a little bit sad that you're going back to Vegas? Would you prefer to go somewhere else?
It's one of those things. We're gonna have so many opportunities to fight, and I do think with the rate we're fighting at, I think
Sooner or later, it has to be
it
somewhere
has
else.
to be. It has to be. I would love to fight in Texas. I've said that
Mm.
a few times. If it has to be in the States again, I would love to fight in Texas. I would have obviously loved to be on the MSG card because
Paris?
it's just like Paris sounds great. You know?
The crowd was incredible.
The crowd was amazing. Let's just quickly chat about that because when I saw the card, obviously you want as many of the French guys on that card as possible. But then I always thought, do those guys get a chance to fight again, or is it just like you have Paris and the European cards, like all the cards where John Gooden is a commentator,
Yes, yes, yes.
you're allowed to fight. The rest of them, you need to. They
not
put you
allowed in
back in the
Vegas.
draw until
Yeah.
they need you once again. The audience was amazing, and I think going from what an amazing audience it was in the last fight at
Must have been
T-Mobile,
crazy.
it was absolutely insane. And also fighting an American, you would obviously mentally prepare to not have the audience on your side,
Yeah.
and that wasn't the case in the last fight. In the Apex, I think people are gonna still boo me because it's very more isolated. It's a small.
But
It's a small.
Does it
group of
almost feel
people.
like the Apex? Do you think the Apex is mentally easier?
No.
Like no.
No.
Like it's almost more like
It's
you
more-
feel more like it's a sparring session. It's
It's-
more chill.
No. I
The
think it's
opposite.
more raw. I think
Okay.
you can hear the coaches better.
Yeah.
You can hear the commentators. That's the weird thing with the Contender series. When you walk out, you can literally hear them talk about you, and it's quite intimate. It's
daunting.
yes, and I think it's just that quiet vibe. I don't think
Yeah.
it's going to be exactly the same, but it's just that quiet type of restlessness of like, okay, who's going first?
But I mean,
you know?
it's like comparing like gladiators in the Colosseum
yeah.
to like two crackheads with knives. Like it's both are very, very intense
Yes,
and very,
both
very
are
violent.
Very violent. But yeah, I think after this fight, we should be able to get a cool opportunity somewhere else.
Are you looking at a main card pay-per-view yet, or not? Like a main card on a fight. Well, this is a main card fight night, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
yet.
really hope so.
I have no idea. I don't know what Uncle Sean.
What he's thinking.
What's your plan? I do think it depends on the caliber of guys that they have on a fight.
But
night
maybe
event.
pay-per-view prelims. Not early
Pay-per-view
prelims.
Not early prelims would be massive. I think because
What a step up.
we've spent a lot of time on those early ones. So many South African fans are like, "Can you please just fight a little bit
It's
later?"
the thing because you and Drickus, you were on the same card last time, obviously, but it's so far apart. Like you can stay up for camps because it's at 1 o'clock, and then you need to go to sleep for 3 hours, and then you need to wake up for Drickus. Just fight closer together, please, guys. Come on.
And the Boks were playing against Australia, so that was also
exactly. So,
So
already
it
it was
was-
safe at 7.
yes. I posted a video on TikTok of us talking about.
Yes, I love it. Everyone disagrees on some level.
It's so weird because I think some of the drunk tannies that drink wine and go on TikTok at like 11 at night were like, "How can you not support your home country?" I'm like, "Are you a fucking idiot?
Oh, you
Like,
did you not see the
did you
video?
not listen to that? We were basically just rubbing it in people's faces how
Yes.
much we support them."
The comments are so weird because I mean, we said in that I think I said something like, "Oh, we don't hate the English, just Owen Farrell," and then people are just like, "No, not just Owen Farrell, the English as well." I just whoa, okay.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter how we slice that cake, we did it wrong.
You're losing either way, but I love it.
We have the World Cup coming up.
Oh yeah. I ordered my old school rugby jersey.
Oh, beautiful,
Ready for
beautiful.
it?
Shout out Dann. Yeah, shout out to old school. It's gonna be sick. We I think
Scotland's first one.
you sent me a WhatsApp because I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
Because I was in Abu Dhabi, so the
Oh, the
They
New
don't-
Zealand one.
they're not massive on rugby there. Who would have thought? But you sent me a WhatsApp. I told you crazy results.
Yeah.
You told me
Even more crazy.
Diboklev, like the Boks are winning the World Cup.
Like,
How confident are you?
I'm pretty confident. Like, okay, firstly, if the Boks make it to the final, they're winning, no question about it.
Okay.
Okay, because I mean the other teams. So the other side of the bracket is like Australia, England, Wales,
Yes.
Fiji, Samoa, and Japan.
Yes.
And
So they
Argentina.
need to get through the group stages then.
The toughest one is like the knockouts and the semis.
Yes.
If you can beat Ireland,
Yeah.
Ireland, New Zealand, France.
Yeah.
Like if you can beat those guys, you can beat England.
How massive? Because we see now in the fight night, we saw how good the French people do on French soil. How massive part do you think is that going to take?
The French are good.
Yeah.
Man. But they don't have that same aura.
Yeah,
know?
hulle het nie daai hond nie.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't have that fuck. That
I
I will bite your
got
neck.
a
if I have
childish.
to.
I let out a little childish giggle when they put on 7 forwards. I was,
Yeah. Because there's a lot of controversy about that as well.
people calling like, "Oh, the boxer abusing the bench." Like you can abuse the bench too. You just don't have the fark in you.
Yeah, and also, you did not think about it.
Yes.
We Uno reversed you on that one, and that's
The
just
bokke
like,
are bullies. I love it.
yes.
Smash her, boys. Smash her.
Did you see that photo of Drickus, RG Saaiman,
Bro.
and I think
I think it was
Peter Steve
Peter,
Toy?
you see.
Did you see that? How big? Imagine. Okay, just so I'm not gonna name names.
Yeah.
But a rugby player. So there was like a rugby player's wife was. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. She was the one night. She was just like there was a big party, and she was like complaining about like her husband being on pain medication.
Yeah.
And obviously it's, he's, and then I told her, luister, like, Danny,
Did you see?
did you see the size? If those guys run into me full speed, I would also be on pain medication 24/7.
Bro.
Those guys are massive.
And you know what's the scariest part? Is like there's guys like 4 kilos heavier than me
Yeah.
in the box team.
Yes.
That is jy stupid.
Yeah. And then the balls on that guy, it's insane.
Mani Libok is 78 kilos.
Yes, that's insane.
And he plays 10. So
crazy.
every big boy is coming directly to smash him.
Yes.
Ek is soos, is jy stupid?
Well, it's like you have like, okay, but Moody is quite a big fly
It's
half.
like 82 kilo.
No.
Moody. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
the guy who played center. He's quite
Yes,
big, yeah.
And Cheslin Colby, He's pretty
He's
small.
He's small,
He's
but he's chunky.
chunky.
He's
Faf.
80-ish.
I'm a
Faf is
massive fan
80-ish.
of Faf.
I love
Like,
him.
He's just like a fucking. He just goes out there
Like
like
Hond.
yeah.
Jack
He's-
Russell.
Jack Russell. Yeah,
Love
he's
it.
just like, come at me, bro. Come on. No, it's really cool. I'm so excited for the World
Oh, I
Cup.
love it. Love
It's
it,
gonna be
boys.
sick. Okay. If no,
Okay.
no. If the Boks win
Mm.
the World Cup, will you get a tattoo?
I will. Axel, definitely. I really will.
Yes.
So I'm looking to
Yes.
get tattoos. So maybe
Yes.
the best move is just getting a stupid one first, and then the rest are easy.
Okay.
Because then you've set a standard. Then it's like, okay, I've got a stupid one now. I can't go dumber than this.
Gila just rose from the dead. He's just
Yeah, it's
he's
legit in a
just-
grave. If the bokke win, I'll get
Okay.
not like on my forehead.
No, like under your foot or something.
Yeah.
It can
under
be-
my foot. Is jy stupid? Get it like on the thigh or something.
On the, okay, will
Yeah.
you get something on the hip?
I'll get something
okay.
on the hip
Well-
where it can just hold on. Where you can wear the South African Speedo and it can show. But if you wear a normal pants, it doesn't show.
That would be amazing.
Okay, but we
we'll
need to
get-
vlog it as
Okay,
well.
What tattoo are we getting?
We.
Nee. I'm just supporting.
Okay, so I need to support it. Ek weet nie. We'll have to see. Maybe prepare for the next World Cup as well, like a little World Cup, all the dates, and then you add 2027 to it. No,
Please.
too much. Ek het myself nou in die kak in gepraat.
Yes. That would be so sick. Okay, obviously you're getting a Springbok.
Ja, nee.
You have to get not the logo. That's but cock.
But die sword off.
Yes,
yeah.
no, people have done that.
If there's someone out there that
Let's
has a
go
cool
like
design.
let's go with like a front view of a Springbok.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll do like the dates we have won already.
Okay.
And then you just like leave a space.
You have like a little line
yeah,
to write in the next one.
Yes. 100%.
Dis so stupid, ek love it.
Yeah.
Ek sal dit doen.
Deal,
Ek sal dit
deal.
doen.
Deal.
Deal.
Yes! Yes! Shake on it! Yeah!
Only if they win though.
Yes. Okay.
So
now,
leverage your bok connections,
this,
Cammy.
this
Sê vir die man hulle
reminds
moet
me of
speel.
something. Can we chat about the golf day we had?
Let's chat. Ooh, ja. Ja, you're okay. Well,
Tell the people what you did. Okay, but we had a great golf day.
yes.
Thank
for
you to
incredible cause.
Slabbert and Slabbert
Yes, Slabbert and Slabbert.
attorneys. Thank
For,
you for inviting us.
And it was for an incredible cause.
It was for an incredible
I think
cause.
I think it's like Women for Children, something Women
Yes.
for Children. We'll get the proper name up somewhere.
Yes, women. It's the Women for Children Foundation. So they actually build housing. They do schooling. They actually have, I think, more than more than a dozen kids that they look after, and it was cool to see the vibes. It was amazing.
No, but
And-
they catch you.
They So we had the golf day part of the thing. You know, you could buy mulligans. All the money went for a great cause. So I bought a few mulligans.
Yeah.
We also bought a rethrow for your handicap, so we can get like big
Good
handicaps, good scores. But the MVP of the night was Yosha, Autism Dan, because you. So it was about like 7. It wasn't even that
It
late.
wasn't that late, but the thing
But
is,
the party-
they warm you up.
They do.
That's the cock.
Like
They warm
every
you out on
s-
the golf course,
Every second hole, there were shots.
and it's free.
Free shots.
That's the problem.
free beer. There were even vans, like portable vans.
One oom het brandewyn on tap.
giving-
Wat doen jy?
And when we got to the auction part of the evening,
Mm.
I wanted to bet on the Pinnacle Point holiday.
Yes.
I was pretty fixated on lot number 4.
And then, like me,
We got
I
to-
said I'll contribute, and Rod
Yes.
said he'll contribute,
Yes.
and that was the whole thing.
So we got it to about 80, but we discussed it beforehand. Like if it goes over 19,000, we're not going to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It went to 18.5, and then someone
Someone bid like quite high.
yeah, 19.5 or 20 or something, and then I said no, and lot number, what was it?
Yeah,
Like
so
this-
this is I can't remember the lot name. Let's say it was lot number 6 is a beautiful little 4-night away stay at Shaka's Rock in Belito.
and you
I just
you
stuck.
So you bid at
Once.
like
Just once. That's the cock thing. Just once. I put up my hand for the reserve prize.
It was like
and it's dead silent.
It was like that, but it went in like weird 200 rand increments. The first few, it was like here 200, here 200, and then when you bid, dead silence. It's
Dead.
as if everyone decided together, let's fuck Dad.
I just remember like that. I'll never forget that moment where it's just I put out my hand, dead silence.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm like, surely, hier is 'n goeie prys.
Going
surely.
once,
When he
going
said going twice. Yes,
his eyes. He still has like a cocktail. His eyes are this big. Catherine was livid.
She wasn't like mad. So it's just,
Ruan was-
is jy stupid?
Ruan was sitting on the other side
Yeah.
of the table. He's just classic.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zahn had to go to
Yeah.
nie Afrikaans is groot nie. Wat die fuck sê ek?
He had to
Van
go
Coke
to-
and Vriende,
yes,
like
he had
some
to go
dinner.
to a
So he
dinner.
unfortunately missed out on this
But-
lekker part of the evening.
So what? Tell the people what you bought.
I bought a 4-night stay in Shaka's Rock for 9,500 rand. It's not a horrible price. I checked online.
Okay, so
I checked online.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Call it a bit of a bailout. Okay,
okay.
and
What
we'll
is your idea?
announce it here on the podcast
Okay.
as well. You and your girl, you go. Myself and Laurice and Gila and Danny
Okay.
will organize a few rounds of golf, and then we'll make it part of the podcast. We'll make it part of the show. That
Oh.
we'll do a chat there as well.
Yeah, that klink amazing.
But
Jy red my.
I'll then chip in to help you pay for
The
that
thing
holiday.
is, you don't need to chip in for the place. Just like buy my plane tickets and my golf.
Okay.
Like we can make some
Yes,
arrangement.
yes.
Whatever. Heerlikheid. Because I was thinking one of Catherine's friends has a wedding next year in Belito. And I'm just thinking like, I
How
don't
can
really-
you use this stage?
how can we use it? Yeah, we can use it, but it's like it's a bit of a waste just going to the wedding. Can you imagine just this one flat,
Well,
two
I
people
think you
going
just
to the
wasted
wedding?
it either or.
I just wasted it either or, but it's a bit much for just like a weekend away, you know?
I
So
understand.
let's make a proper golf thing out of it. I like that
Yes.
idea. Yeah, that was nie my grootste oomblik nie, but a lot of great kids were fed by a fantastic organization, so you don't feel too bad about it.
Yes.
But the worst part was they bring the card machine to your table.
Yes, immediately.
Heerlikheid, mense. Fuck. Ja, so dit was nie baie lekker nie.
And that being said, are you still gonna buy my golf bag?
I think we're putting that off for a little bit. I think we're putting that off for just a little, like a month or so. Yeah.
it's good to have you back.
Yeah,
Dan.
we're having some apps that I need to build, and then I'll buy your golf bag.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah, dis goed om terug te wees. Expect for this little part. I forgot about it. I have the voucher in my a little bedside
but
table.
we'll do some
We'll
golfing.
do something
content. Yeah.
fun with it.
We're golfing tomorrow. Kanye. Are we golfing
Sure.
tomorrow?
We're golfing tomorrow.
We're golfing tomorrow, so we'll start with the Road to Pro series, baby.
I
Yeah,
also have a
that's gonna
golf
be
day
sick.
coming up, so that might panic. So the more practice, the better.
Yeah, get your wallet out, baby. It's time to bet on some
Woo!
holidays. Holidays.
Heerlikheid. Yeah, Cammy, you better win this. I'm putting the house on you just to make my investment back.
No pressure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Dan, sort out your shit so that you can come here more. I think the people miss you as well. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Cheers.
Cheers, mense.
Oh, like and subscribe. Okay, bye.